grade, we are going to start cutting our shapes for our Cantrell masks. You are going to need a lot of cardboard. So I have this giant piece that I can use to cut the base of my face out. And I just took some other smaller pieces like the sides of the box and cut these so I can draw the smaller shapes on it. You're also gonna need a pencil or something to draw with. I'm gonna draw with a Sharpie so that friends at home can see my lines in the video. So the whole idea of this is it's a relief sculpture and we need to work in layers. So you wanna start with those largest shapes first and work your way backwards to your smallest shapes. So when I take a look at this, I can see I have this big triangular kind of shape for my face. So that's what I want to replicate on here. And it is going to be kind of large. You want to draw it pretty much the same size, if not larger, than what you did on your sketch. So once you've drawn that shape, the whole idea then is to cut it. Cutting cardboard is difficult. So take a deep breath and relax. One of the things you want to make sure you do, whatever scissors you're using, when the two blades of the scissors actually come together, that's where the scissors actually cut from, and that is the strongest point. So open your scissors as wide as you can get them and push that cardboard deep inside the throat of the scissors, if you will. Then squeeze and open the scissors back up and try to wiggle the cardboard further deeper into the blade of the scissors. That way when you're cutting, you're trying to cut and not squeezing your handles like this, because this really does nothing. The point, because this is basically a lever, it comes together and that's what makes the cutting motion. You can also, if it's too difficult to cut from one end, you can cut a hunk of cardboard off, use that scrap for something else in your face, and it makes it a little bit easier to get to the rest of it. So you can do this in pieces like you see me doing right now. And then look, I have a little piece that's almost the exact same size that I need for my eye. So I could actually save that piece for my eye. You can also come at it from a different angle. Maybe if I'm cutting from this way, I get about halfway, I can come down this way and go about halfway again so I can meet in the middle to make it a little bit easier for myself. Good news is cardboard does bend pretty well, so don't be afraid if it bends a little bit. Just bend it back the way it's supposed to so it's nice and flat. The best part is once you get this big shape cut out, everything else is a lot easier because now you're dealing with those smaller pieces working in those layers. So I had already cut this face here, which looks a lot like my eye shape. I want to make an eye inside of this rectangle, so then I'm going to take another piece of cardboard, and I can use my scraps here for this. I can draw an eye and then cut that out as well. So the idea is you're building up those layers. We're not gluing anything today. We are just working on building up those layers and temporarily putting our sculpture together. Look at how this scrap piece looks kind of similar to what I want for my nose. It just needs to be a little bit more triangular. So I'm just gonna draw with my scissors this time and not even draw the shape and just cut out what I need. And check that out, that looks almost exactly like my nose. I need another rectangle shape down here, and I have some scraps from that other side of my mask. And I'm just gonna cut a little smaller shape. It's okay if it hangs off the edge. Cantrell's stuff does that, my stuff can do that too. And it's just about working in these layers to build up your pieces. At the end of class, we will gather all of our pieces together, put them in like a little baggie or something like a Ziploc bag would be perfect. And we'll worry about painting them next time. So let's see how Mrs. Hops cuts the rest of her shapes.